this will be airing on Thursday. So watch. I might do a live with my sisters. We're going to go to the Music Man play, and I might turn it on for maybe 5-10 minutes and do a live. And that would be 8 o'clock. No, probably about 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. So watch for that. I think I'll do a little bit of a live then.
There we go.
Well, hello and welcome to our Q&A today. We're not doing a live because we don't have time tomorrow. We didn't have time, so we're videoing on Wednesday, and this will play tomorrow because we got a Sister's Day. We're going to go watch a play, Music Man, and I don't know how we're going to fit this in, so we'll just do it today. We got some questions that need answering. All right, why don't you ask the first one?
Want me to read the question?
Mm-hmm.
I need a full stand.
Say the name.
Oh, Christina T. I need a full standing freezer for the garage. In the summer, it can get over 90 degrees. Do you recommend any? Also, what kind of generator do you recommend?
We just a basic freezer. I like the upright ones, not the chest freezers, because things get buried in there and lost. And if you have an upright one,
and the messes get bad in the bottom.
Yeah, so, and make sure you get one that you don't have to defrost. And a generator, boy, if you can get a solar one, that would be great, but they cost twice as much. And just a generator that can generate your whole house. You can get little ones for $80 or $90, or you can get the big one that'll light your whole house for $1,000. Yeah. So just kind of look into them, and then the solar generators are about $2,000.
Home Depot offers them.
Yeah, Home Depot. That's where we got ours.
Yeah.
So, Ancestral Bliss. I'm wondering, with Ender taking boxing lessons, will there be a Chase versus Ender rematch? I bet there will. Chase will get those two together, and we'll see if they go on with go at each other again, because that would be fun. And then, Momma O, your hair looks so pretty today. Thank you. Do you use a curling iron to curl it? I like to use the steam rollers. Curling irons take too long, and with the steam roller, I'll see if I can post a video here, see if I can find it, but it's just the steam rollers, and I've been using those for 20 years. I just love them. I'm actually on my second one. I wore the other one out because I would curl my hair all the time, but I don't curl my hair a lot now because that's not as popular, but it's starting to become popular again. And it's healthier because it uses steam instead of heat.
What does that mean?
The steam rollers.
Do you have ant secrets?
Any. Okay, Beverly Hill, why don't you read that one?
Yes, it's easy to be taken advantage of. Love your hair. Wish my hair was that thick.
I must have had it curled that day.
Do you have any secrets for hair care?
Yeah, I think I had my hair curled that day, and yeah, we were talking about your strengths, how they can become weaknesses. So be careful on that. And I don't have any secrets for hair care. I just use the basic stuff for my hair. Just eating right makes your hair shiny, like you see dog ads on TV. And they say, is your dog's hair not very shiny? And say, well, it needs different food. I mean, if that works for a dog, it works for humans. So you can tell how your hair is by
what you eat.
By what you eat, your fruits and vegetables, and so listen to those dog ads. And if you want your hair nice and shiny, then eat right.
Well, she meant thick. Yours is thick. Also.
Well, it's not really thick. I don't have thick hair, but it's, you want it shiny, and then it grows and it's healthy looking. And you can tell healthy hair. You pull a strand out and you pull it, and you tell how much elasticity is in it. How quick it breaks. If it breaks instantly, then it's dry, brittle hair. And if you can pull it quite a bit before it breaks, then it's got good elasticity in it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Too old for YouTube. Oh wow, that was awesome. You're so clever and talented. Did any of your kids inherit your designer or sewing skills? Julianne, she does sewing for
professionally?
Sewing upholstery, so she does
She
that.
bought a small business.
Mm-hmm. And the other kids, they don't seem too interested in sewing. They
Except
bring it to me.
Average?
Well, our kids,
Oh, yeah.
our grandkids, Ambry does like to sew. And Ender, he likes to sew.
Doesn't he have his own sewing machine?
Yes, he wanted that for his birthday, a sewing machine. That's so cute. Okay, read this one.
Hi, Momma O. Just wondered.
Cara Skidell, Skid Gel.
Okay, Skid Gel. Hi, Momma O. I just wondered if you have a DIY for making your homemade ice cream. We are trying to find a good and easy recipe. All your recipes look so good.
They are, yeah. And I do have one. I have a yogurt one, and I have just a basic one where you cook the 4 eggs and you put in the cream and the milk and some sugar, and that's just easy. And then I have the yogurt one, and let's see, what was I think there's 3 different ones, but I'll post those.
So we
And
started
anyway.
with the hand crank ones years ago.
Yeah, the hand crank, but the recipe for ice cream.
Oh.
And then you just add whatever fruits or nuts or chocolate or anything in it, and it really is good. And some people just like plain old vanilla, and then they can just put their toppings on it that way. Okay, 3 Bart Boys Plus. Where do you store all of those, all the kitchen tools? My sister Sherry, her and her husband were carpenters, and she came and designed my kitchen around my appliances. So all my cupboards are really tall enough so I can store my food dryer in there, and my buckets of wheat, and my buckets of flour, buckets of sugar. So she actually designed it for me so that everything just fits lovely. Big, huge drawers. If she didn't do that, I don't know where I would store them. So it works out really nice. Okay, read Lynette Little.
Okay, Lynette Little. Mama.
Momma O.
I would like you to do a DIY for the Instapot. I need to know how much water and time and temp for things like rice, boiled eggs, chicken, beef, or pork. I finally figured out how to get the lid to seal.
I totally understand. When I had mine for like a year, and I didn't dare use it. I was so scared of it. And my daughter-in-law came, she says, "You have an Instant Pot?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "You ever use that?" I go, "No, I'm too scared." So she shows me how. She goes,
Which one's the Instant Pot out there?
The one I cook yogurt in and rice.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And so she showed me how. She says, "Let's just do water to start out with." And she said, "Let's put a cup of water in there, and we're just going to boil it. And I'll show you how to release the steam." And on an Instant Pot, what I like is it shows you the rice button, the yogurt button, the cooking time. And she went through all of that. And maybe I can do that for you, because it really helped me how she walked me through every little step. And now I'm not scared of it anymore. And you usually just use a cup of water for your eggs, for your potatoes, for your rice. Well, rice, depending, if you put in 2 cups of rice, you put in a cup of water. And so I might do that, because I do have some Instant Pot recipes, and so maybe I'll have to do that. And the lid was hard to seal at first. It wouldn't seal. So she told me just push down on it, and that helps it seal. So that was a good question. Okay, E. Cahill.
Cahill, Cahill. Love seeing all your tools for cooking. Do you use a crock pot?
Crock pot.
Oh,
Crack pot.
A crock pot. I didn't see one. I finally am using my Instapot. My mother also blew things up with her pressure cooker. I still remember the sound. I have an air fryer, but still have not used it.
Yeah, see, we all have these memories of these pressure cookers exploding when we were kids, so we're all so scared of them.
Oh, didn't they have a little rubber thing where that would pop out?
And it does all that, but the Instant Pot, we want to say Instapot. This was my mistake at first too, because you hear Instagram, but it's Instant Pot. It's instant, and it's really easy to use. And the crock pot, I'm surprised you noticed that. I do have one. I will be using it this Sunday when we have Sunday dinner to cook my little turkey and for Sunday dinner. And I'm surprised I didn't get that out, but I'm very impressed that you noticed I didn't have that one out. And the air fryer, you just start pushing buttons and see what happens. That one won't explode. So that one you could be more brave with, the air fryer. And just start experiment depending on which one you have. The one I have has buttons that tell me easily what to do. Okay, Cindy Brinkerhoff, that lake looks lovely. What lake is it? And our nearest lake is Lake Mead, she says. So the lake was called?
Joe's Valley.
And?
Huntington Lake.
Yeah, so we went to Huntington Lake first, and then we went to Joe's Valley.
So we thought, from our home there about, what, 45 minutes?
2.5 minutes from our house?
Yeah.
A 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
And then Joe's Valley was a 3-hour drive, from only 20 more minutes from Huntington
It's kind
Lake.
of up where there's almost no houses.
Yeah, the Joe's Valley.
In a remote area.
Yeah, so it was really a lot of fun, and we were calling it Grandpa Joe's Valley. Mr. B, what was was that the highway heading east out of Spanish Fork, where all the wind turbines were at the canyon? Yes, that was the one. That's just right at the bottom of Spanish Fork Canyon, and they put in those big windmills. That's how we know we're heading out of the canyon and heading into it. Okay, be grateful, MC.
I love classic cars. What kind was that in Julianne's garage? Amazing to think it once had a tree growing through it. I've ridden a jet ski a few times. They're a lot of fun. How do you like it? What happened to Hunter's Foot?
Okay, the classic car, do you know what it's called? The one that Justin's dad got off my dad's farm? I can't think what it's called. I'll have to find out and then let you know. But it was his, Julianne's father-in-law's, his first car when he was, when he first got his license. So he was so excited to find a car like that. And he didn't care there was a tree growing through it. He just wanted the skeleton part of it and the body part. And then he, they sanded it and fixed it up. And I don't know how much it cost, but they loved fixing that car up, him and Dan and Justin. And then his dad died shortly after that. I think they spent 2 years fixing it up. And now Justin has it because the dad had died, and since he had worked on it with them, he gets to have that in his garage, and his dad will know he'll take care of it because he worked on it. And let's see, jet ski, it was really a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. We didn't get Papa didn't get on it. He didn't. He said, "Nah, I'll just watch." I was a little nervous, but I trusted Julianne driving. I don't know if I'd trust Davey. He gets a little crazy. And Justin, but Julianne, I knew she'd take it easy. And then Hunter, he hurt his foot playing basketball, sprained his ankle. Okay, Kathy Conley.
Do you place tomatoes that aren't quite ripe in the window to finish ripening? I always do that. And by the way, where did you guys find Frankie? He
was in the toy room. He had crawled into there and shut the door. And then he couldn't get out. He's in there all alone. And he said, So he starts crying, and they go, "Where is he?" He's right. We were right there in the living room. Finally, they opened up the door, and there he is. He could shut the door, but he couldn't get it open. And also, Kathy says, "I heard Davey say something on Facebook, and I couldn't understand him. I thought I heard Mike Sells, and that's a potato chip company. I didn't know that. I couldn't find anything on the internet. I know who Brock and Boston are, but I didn't know their last name. It's Brock and Boston, Mike Sells. And they were in a plane crash, and they were blessed that no one died, yes. God certainly had his angels surrounding the plane. Brock managed to walk away from the crash, but Boston had a fractured hip. Yeah, he did. And she looked up the crash online. Of course, others were injured too. Congrats on being on TV. And which kids were hugging you? Yeah, for my 60th birthday, Davey did a video on my 60th birthday, and the kids are coming running, hugging me. And so these advertising companies, they find it cheaper to get little snippets out of YouTube channels and use those for their advertisements. This one's for vaccines. So, and the kids hugging me, it looks like this is 5 years ago. So Maddie and Ellie, Kaylee, Catalina, I think Daisy's in there.
Yeah.
Daisy's in there. Yeah, so that was really fun. And they do pay you for it. I think they're going to give us like $200 for it. For being in that little
And you're
snippet.
supposed to say, I would have done it for free.
Yeah, yeah, they do pay you, and if it's in a different ad, they'll pay you again. But I don't know if I'll actually see the money. It's a company from Canada or something. But it is fun being on TV. My brother called up and he's so excited. He saw it twice. And he goes, "You're on TV," and I go,
said that, Roy?
Roy, yeah. And I turned on Channel 2, but I never did see it. Comment below if you guys have seen it. Seen an ad with me in it with the grandkids hugging me and saying, "Oh, was it
It's a still picture, not a video."
Yeah, that's what Roy said. It's a still photo. It says you can make a difference or something like that. Yeah, so it'll be short without it being alive. But watch for me around 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to sneak in a live with us at the Sisters. It's an outdoor play, live play, and we're outside, and it's going to be like 90, but it's at 8 o'clock at night. But we're going to get there early, like 7:30, and we'll be what do you call it? Social distance. Look how big my hands are. Social distanced. I know, look how big. Oh, we'll go ahead and close.
Oh,
With
just
a couple of quotes, yeah.
Whoa, look, she has a whole book here.
Of quotes. Well, we go through them so fast.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm looking for one.
Yeah, and we'll go back. We'll get back on the lives next week, so watch for us live at 5 next Thursday. But we just didn't have time to fit this one in today.
Okay,
So-
Ella Fitzgerald. Is that a singer?
Sounds
Anyway, she
familiar.
said, "It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts."
That's true. That is so true. Because you can live on your laurels. You can't live on a prayer. You got to keep progressing, keep continuing on with your life. Okay, let's see. The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Yeah, that's true. And I heard somebody say, you never progress in your comfort zone. You never grow. So step out of your comfort zone to progress. Ship in a harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are made for. So
That's good. I like that one.
yeah. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And watch for some Sister Live tonight at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. I'll just do it. I won't say maybe. I'm going to say yes, I will do it. We'll probably be eating pizza or something. Who knows? And thank you. And let's see you next week for Live at 5. Good night.
Good night.